So this is why we talk about successful people know how to work with teams, because they know their strengths,
True.
but they also prefer not to waste their efficiency in areas where others have better proficiency.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I should be paid for rhyming right there.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Hi there, Actualizers. Welcome back. My name is Gloria Njuguna. I am your host. In studio today, we have Dr. C. Dr. C, how are you?
Good. How are you? Well,
I'm doing great.
very well.
So we have an interesting topic for you guys. But before we get into the topic, I want you to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's go. As always, I don't know the question at
Yes.
hand, and we'll just flow as the questions come.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
So our topic for today is success.
Wow, success.
Yes,
All right,
success.
All right.
So what's your definition of success?
Interesting. My definition of success is actually a borrowed definition
Okay.
from Carnegie, which is a steady movement toward a preconceived target.
Okay.
All right.
All
What does
right.
that mean? What that means
explain
is
it.
all right. What that means is success is not just necessarily an attainment. When you say, "Oh, you have succeeded," no. I believe success is actually a process.
Yeah.
So to define a success, I believe you have to have created a pre-designed vision.
Yes.
All right. So some people think successful is more money. Some people think success it means to be a very well apt living dad or living mom or stay home, so however you want to say it. But for me, the thing is, because there's so many people with what they find success, to me, success is something that you decided, a vision goal.
Okay.
And it's not only when you hit the vision goal,
Yeah.
but your steady movement towards that vision goal should also be considered success.
Okay.
So if I want to be healthier and I'm not yet at the goals I've set out for, right, in terms of my weight, and in terms of how much maybe I lift, maybe in terms of my mobility,
Okay.
but I have steadily moved for 3 months consistently, that's also success.
Right.
So success is a gradual movement or an incremental movement towards a pre-designed
Okay.
target or vision goal.
Okay.
A long definition, but that's
No.
how I define success.
It's good. Now
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah.
So how do you measure success in your personal life, your personal and professional life? How do you, I guess, measure?
And that's why I like the definition. The definition is important because if you hit some random thing, we can call anything success.
Right.
So success might as well be the lottery, right? But when you define success, so there's purpose, right? There is the reason why you do things.
Correct.
But success is within the movements and the reaching of vision goals.
Yes.
So how do I measure? I measure based on the targets.
Okay.
So, all right, I want to have the best restaurant in city X.
Okay.
But you know what? It's gonna take 5 years, maybe. So every quarterly of the year, I'm measuring whether I'm on target towards the desired vision goal.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I measure success that way. Why? Because you cannot really claim success if you did not pre-design the ultimate goal. In other words, I always say this: if you don't have an aim, you never miss.
True.
Right? So
Yeah.
if you don't have an aim, you can claim anything as a success. Right?
Yes.
So somebody can say, I'm very successful at how I built my backyard gazebo, right? But the goal was actually to spend time with your husband.
Correct.
You didn't spend any time with them. Right? But at least you designed the gazebo outside, right?
Yeah.
but that's not success, because that was against the overall goal.
Okay.
So even though you can have something look like success, it may not be success.
Correct.
Do you see that? So the best way I believe we can have measurable goals is if we have defined the end of the matter.
Okay.
Right? From the beginning.
Yes.
And so if I can define the end from the beginning, then you can judge my progress or my regress or my pivoting away from.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of times you think you're doing something right, and then a coach comes and scolds you, and you're like, but I scored the goal.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? And the coach said, that was not the goal. You have messed up the things, because what I wanted you to learn is how to pass the ball, or maybe how to stay in formation, so you are not successful. Even though you scored, you actually were not successful in learning.
Correct.
So that's how I believe you should measure your goals in life, is whatever you want to get out of life, whatever you want to do out of life, right? Ask yourself, what is my end from the beginning? And then when you do that, you can be able to measure, right? And so that's the way I like to kind of design and put it. I like what one trainer said. All right, if your goal is to be healthy and you have to define, so how does that look like? Is it more muscle and more strength and mobility? And one person said, well, can't you eat the same number of calories in ice cream? Right?
Yeah, you can.
You can, right?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, you can eat the same calories in ice cream and probably not gain weight, but you will not be healthy. You will not be successful. You know why? Because one person is building their muscle fiber, and overall, they'll be the same weight as you, but the way they look fit and strong and mobile is not equal to the person who lost weight just eating ice cream.
True.
They're going to maybe be more, their flesh, their muscles, everything is not going to be tight and right. So you can try to cheat, you can deviate and still think you're successful. Right? And so I think many times we need to we think of the word success. I want to be successful. But we don't actually think that even if you gain something doesn't mean you were actually successful, because what I would ask you is, was that the intended end?
Was that your aim?
Was that your aim?
Yeah.
And was that your directional aim?
Correct.
Right? So you ended somewhere, but that the way you went is not how you maybe betrayed people. But you still got the money.
Yeah.
So was that part of your way?
Right.
So you got the success of the money, but you destroyed the path. So it's good. Okay. It's good to think about it that way, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's really good. So what are some common habits or traits of successful people?
All right. Some common habits and traits of successful people. Wow. All right. One, successful people tend to be people who like to jot down matters.
Okay.
They don't like to be random. Right? So they like to jot down things. So they'll write down or they'll jot down rather than just say, I want to do, I want to be, I want, without. So successful people, most of the time you see they're going to detail. They're already going to start formatting that aim.
Correct.
Second, I've found very few successful people who are lone wolves.
Yeah, they always work as a team.
A lot of successful people have a lot of other successful people around them.
Exactly.
And so I believe successful people are also defined by their ability to work in teams. And people who have the sustainability of success. Now that's a different topic, right? There's success and then there's the sustainability of success. Are people who have the capacity to listen beyond their own ego. Listening beyond your own ego.
Right.
If you cannot listen beyond your own ego, I think you will become you may get to a height of success, but you will not have the sustainable ability that you need for correction, for
Yeah.
pivoting. That's why the best people. You look at Michael Jordan. They love they love coaches.
Yeah.
LeBron likes to be coached. Kobe like they love to be coached.
Yeah.
Stephen Curry, even his shooting coach. They love successful people have this thing about I'm good, but I must have a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm good, so you come coach me. Tell me what you think. Tell
Yeah.
me.
Or they try to find someone who's better than them
yeah.
to coach them.
Yeah. And sometimes even if they know, well, skill wise they know they're better than
Yeah.
everybody else, right? But they are humble enough to understand something very important. This is where now ego comes in. All right, here's the ego part. The best coaches are not the best players all the time. You know what that
That's true.
means? You may be able to dribble, shoot, do everything better, but there's
Yeah.
somebody who has an analytical mind to see everything around you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. This is why if you many times when you look at people who build like successful like speaking and teaching engagements,
Yeah.
normally the people who are running the show are not necessarily the people who speak,
Okay.
because your gift of like being a Kobe or Michael Jordan does not mean you're actually good at administration. And so if you have your ego and you think I know it best, you will think you're going to be the coach, the general manager, you're going to be the best player, and what happens is you fumble.
Right.
So this is why we talk about successful people know how to work with teams, because
Yeah.
they know their strengths,
True.
but they also prefer not to waste their efficiency in areas where others have better proficiency.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I should be
Okay.
paid for rhyming right there.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. All right.
Okay. So I think, let me ask this last question.
All right.
How do you handle failure or setbacks on your journey to success?
I like how you phrased the last part. and anybody, and that's not most people.
Yeah.
You live long enough, you sometimes will feel like you've hit what we call failure
Yeah.
and challenges. But there's one thing you mentioned that I think all our audience and everybody should understand: the journey.
Yes.
It will be quite foolish if you think a journey is a straight line.
True.
And when you understand the journey is not a straight line, you will not be swayed by every wave,
Yeah.
right?
That's true.
You will understand that there are hills, there are valleys,
Yeah.
there are rivers to cross. And so sometimes you feel like you took an L, right? You took a loss, but a wise person understands a loss is greater knowledge.
Yes.
You get greater knowledge
Yeah.
of why did I lose then? What do I need to do? How do I need to shift
To shift.
different?
Exactly.
You know, one time I was playing soccer, and I was in a team of the single men at this time,
Yeah.
and the married man beat us. Right? Let me tell you, they celebrated and they mocked. And how can you young people be beaten? I mean, I can still remember the mockery that we received after the single men lost. And I remember leaving the park that day, right? It was like a church soccer groups.
Yeah.
And the thing about me is sometimes when it comes to sports, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm a little bit Kobe Bryant. Like I'm extremely competitive. You don't wanna. That's why I don't even like to do like I don't like to play in like sports, because I'll go 120 and people will. So I said, okay. And for a whole year, I was like, I can't wait. And you know what I did?
Yeah.
I took that loss and I realized what was the issue. The issue was we were good at defense, all right, as a single man who were there. We were good at the goalkeeper position. I'm good at being so the defensive front was set.
Correct.
But we lost because we couldn't score. And even myself, I was good at taking the ball forward, but I'm not the best scorer. But I had to play because I was the most probably in shape person. I was taking the ball ahead, but I couldn't close, right? So what did I do? I realized single men included youth, young men, right? And so I went and gathered all the young men, all the younger guys than us, right? And so I got all these young 18, 19, 20-year-olds who don't get tired. And the next time we got into that field with the married men, I was running them like every 5 minutes, switch. And they're moving fast. So I'm telling you, I was like, I'm gonna wear these people out. Let me tell you, we ran the score year 1, year 2, year 3. You don't wanna play with me. I'll get that score to 100 before I'm like comfortable. So, that's what I will say. That's just a funny example of it was a loss. But I didn't go home and be like, we lost. No, I went home with a strategy. I was like thinking in my head, how in the world did we lose? What caused the loss? And I use that as an advantage to understand the makeup of things.
Correct.
What is the makeup of things? Myself and a lot of the older youth were more built for defense. Big guys can hold the line very well, but none of us was naturally built to be an offensive weapon, right? We needed some quick, fast, well versed with the ball guys who could put the ball in, not just right. Once I got about 4 or 5 of them, I could unleash them. I didn't have so when you've suffered loss in life, after you've taken a break, well, first of all, it's good to take a break sometimes to heal. But you gotta come back and ask yourself, was it my ego? Or was it the fact that I took the wrong team?
Right.
Is it that I'm very good at defense? That's creating products, but I'm not good at offense, marketing products? What is it that I need to do? And that's the way you take a step back and you ask yourself, what happened? Or am I not even supposed to be playing this sport? Maybe I need to switch and play this sport.
Correct.
So use it as an opportunity for greater growth. Because it's a journey.
True. It's a journey. You're right. That was a great example. Thank you so much for always pouring your wisdom into us every time we watch these videos. So thank you. Appreciate you.
And always subscribe.
True.
Follow.
Comment.
Yes,
and share.
It's been a while since we've done this. So, we'll come back. And you guys keep with us.
Definitely.
And remember to always
actualize.
Welcome to Actualize Talks, your destination for purpose discovery, setting vision goals, and fostering leadership growth.
I'm joined in studio by Dr. Casper.
Joining me now in the studio, we have Dr. Casper.